To this point, the Temple of Solomon, the original Temple of Solomon, has never been found by the theologians of our day, the historians of yesterday, or archaeologists at all. I say that archaeologists with a check in my mind because archaeologists have found the site. They just haven't recognized the site. Problem being, archaeologists, biblical archaeologists of the day, are working with a geography they don't understand. They've misapplied certain issues, and they're looking for the name Solomon. The name Solomon is a derivative name or a nickname. People fail to understand that virtually every single name of the Bible is a nickname. Adam was not called Adam. Eve was not called Eve. Noah was not called Noah. These are derivative names. As a matter of fact, Jesus was probably not called Jesus within the day and time he walked the earth. Many people believe he was called Yeshua HaMashiach. Understanding this simple concept, we have to understand that the names of the Bible are primarily nicknames. That being the case, what's the chances that Solomon is a nickname? Biblical archaeologists are digging around in the desert, the wrong part of the desert for the most part, looking around for a guy named Solomon. Solomon is a nickname derived from a later culture. And that culture from which the name comes, the language did not exist and was not fully developed during the life of Solomon. Theologians haven't revealed that, haven't discovered it, and for this reason, they're partially misled. A problem we run into in biblical archaeology in the Middle East, in Israel, and in Jerusalem itself is one of the most famous Israeli archaeologists, engineers, was recently indicted for having a manufacturing plant of fraudulent items. There was a person of fame selling items all over the world as authentic Israeli artifacts, historical artifacts, and they were fakes. People have not looked at this. The James ossuary, you know, the James ossuary and the little box where they said they found the tomb of Jesus. The person involved in that find, the person who possessed and owned that box, has been indicted for fraud. The news tells us in Israel, when they came to his house to arrest him, the James ossuary, which was the Tomb of Jesus documentary, they found the James ossuary on his roof exposed to the weather. It was a fake, it was a fraud, and for some reason they won't admit it or haven't. They need to come clean. The fakes and frauds that have been introduced into the market by an Israeli trader actually serve, unfortunately, to shore up a conceptualized timeline that people want to believe in. The difficulty with this conceptualized timeline is it was inaccurate when it was conceptualized. It has little basis in fact. And now, famous museums have paid millions of dollars for fraudulent artifacts that shore up our belief in an error. To an extent, there has been a form of mythology created around the traditions of men. Jesus taught on this. Howbeit you teach the traditions of men, making the word of God of no avail. We have done that. And Israeli traders, archaeological traders, have sold items into the market, frauds, fakes, that have misled us. Fortunately, there is a good path of truth. There is a way to get around these artifacts, these traders, and the deceptions that they have either supported or created.